we're going to bring up on stage our top 3 individuals. Our third place finisher, Jalen Williams. Our second place finisher, Claire Bartlett. And our 2025 Second Cross Nationals champion, Natasha Dudek.
Can you guys remind me to press go live?
Okay. Natasha Dudek.
As state champion, speaking with your coach last night at the hotel, he seemed very excited at what was possible today. You showed that very, very aggressive. Overall, how do you feel your performance? Outstanding performance. Congratulations. Way to go, Jalen. Claire Bartlett, we understand you had a bit of a fever in midweek in a sense, so there was some concern as to how you would do. Seemed not affect you at all. How did you feel during the race itself?
Those two are off.
I felt strong during the race, and I was just really trying to push as hard as I could.
Coming in, you were undefeated.
Testing.
Very, very good field.
Talking to the mics.
Okay, let's talk about the race. So Natasha Dudek, sophomore at Ann Arbor. Jalen Williams maybe was the girl that made a huge move at 3K.
Yeah.
Two.
Mile to go.
One.
Absolutely.
Two.
Blew it out of the water. Big gap for a very long time.
Yeah.
Right up until about, what? When did she get cut? The last like
But
200,
on the
300
terraces,
meters?
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I know they say the terraces, but like,
Yeah.
what does that? I want a distance.
I do not know.
300 to go.
Yeah.
One.
Gets
Two.
hawked down.
Yeah, one.
Tough
Two.
way to do it, but you
Alright,
gotta.
it's so much. I'm so irritated about what we recorded earlier, but this is better.
It's better. It's better.
Better. It's still not what I would like.
Okay.
This is so much better.
Great.
One.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2. Eric. Come
1,
on.
2, 3.
1, 2, through 3.
2, 3.
4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I can live with this.
Natasha Dudek?
Yeah.
Will? I'm just waiting for Will's gonna
tiny.
fucking text me.
What?
Yeah.
Will's gonna text me. He's gonna fucking text me. He's gonna say, "Hey, buddy, your fucking audio's it's shit." Will's gonna fucking text, and then it's gonna be Sam. Sam's gonna text me. Be Will first though.
I do live my life in a little bit of fear that I'm not living up to Will's expectations. So
Well, okay, what? I get it. I actually do appreciate when people because I'm doing too much. But I'm the most insane person I know about audio, and so like I'm like I fucking know. like for my fucking life.
These are ours.
Yeah.
Can I put them over here? Do you want me to turn them off?
No, you can keep those on. I'm just these two are just below it. They're fine. Same thing. We have the last few minutes of our race. And then,
I was listening for interviews where she's young and doesn't say a lot, so I'll just like to ask her a bunch of questions. Or we'll keep it short.
Okay.
Do that.
So you got a crush? You got any crushes?
yeah. What are you wearing to the lodge night?
But remind me to go live,
Okay. Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Because I am actually going to forget.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Do we want a story post of the set to promo?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh my god. Hey, you look pretty. Oh my god, we're live. We're actually live.
Oh no!
Yes.
And we're live here at NXN.
No, we are. No, we're live.
We are
We're
live. We are doing it live.
Hey.
We are live at NXN. I'm Aisha Protlier
Mac, remember to go live.
with Eric Jenkins and Paul Hoff Mahoney.
Hello, everyone.
Surprise!
Welcome to Portland. We're here from Glendoveer Golf Course. We just watched an excellent 20th edition of Nike Cross Nationals. I'm Paul Hoff-Mahoney here with Aisha Protlier and Eric Jenkins. Chaotic start to this stream, but guys, how are we feeling today?
Yeah, we're sorry, but we're live, and
I'm
we're
good.
we're having a great time.
I'm doing great.
You know, we're keeping it unexpected here, just like the races that we saw. Eric, tell us about the guys' race.
Guys race. Oh yeah, great race. Jackson Spencer came away, big victory. Got a little. He took the lead at about mile to go, a little bit less maybe, and never looked back. Strong finish, and the Niwot boys did what everyone thought they'd do and dominated. Best score in NXN history, team-wise. So very exciting for the boys race. The girls race just wrapped up. Another great race. Well, maybe even more exciting.
Maybe more exciting.
So we'll have more on the men's race, including interviews with Jackson Spencer and the Niwot boys coming later in the show. But man, that girls race looked like it was going to go one way for a long time, and then it was just bit by bit we saw the end result, and it comes out Natasha Dudek of Ann Arbor Pioneer is your girls champion in 2025.
Man, at 3K, Jalen Williams had made an incredibly strong move and had a gap for almost the entire rest of the race. We thought this thing was sewn up. And when they hit the terraces, Natasha Dudek and Blair Bartlett, they just chipped away ever so slightly over the last 2K, and then made such a strong move coming up those last two punishing hills and caught so fast. Natasha Dudek comes away with a win. Absolutely saw her, you know, even the finishing tape tripped her legs up because she had nothing left in the tank coming across the line. It was incredible. It was so thrilling.
Yeah, Jalen Williams, it really looked like she had it, right? She had a big gap for a really large portion of the race. And then, I mean, those last couple hills, I think it's the very last hill, it's really short, but it's steep. And you watched it in the boys' race. You watched it, especially with Jalen Williams there at the end, but it really takes away a lot of momentum right there. And I mean, in the boys' race, that's where Jackson Spencer really made like his last hard move, going up that last hill. And today, Jalen Williams just ran out of steam, and then Natasha Dudek looked fantastic, and she's I believe a sophomore.
Yeah,
just a sophomore.
So just getting
sophomore.
started. I mean, with how she looked today, you could imagine she's thinking about more titles in the future for her. But yeah, really, really exciting races. And Wyzetta, right? It came away
Wyzetta
with
takes the team title.
Close, right? They won
very
by
close,
5
by
points.
5 points.
142. Niwot with a run of the season. I believe they came in ranked 6th. I'm pretty sure Niwot didn't even win the Southwest Regional, but they come in, have a really great run. Addie Ritzenhein leading that team. She finishes. This race was very individual heavy. Addie Ritzenhein finished 32nd, but was the 8th scorer in the team race. So lots of individual stars in this one. And Niwot they finished 2nd. They were leading. I believe it was a big last K from Wyzetta, led by Maddie Gullickson, who finished 7th. But that in the individual race, I was standing here, I think this is a little before 4K at the Lollipop here at Glendoveer, and Jalen Williams came by and she looked so good. And I was thinking, like, this is really impressive, but it's kind of boring, because I'm like, you don't want to see a race won by like 15 seconds. And then you saw it just slowly chip away over that last K. And then, like you said, Aisha, the terraces were really what decided this one.
I think it was an interesting factor going into this race that the top 4 girls are true front runners. They go into races. I mean, Blair Bartlett won the Northeast region by 47 seconds. They're not used to running in company. They're used to clearing a field, staying out front, and never seeing anyone ever again. So it was interesting to see that dynamic of these girls. I mean, coming up to 3K, they were running 3 abreast. Nobody was taking the lead. Nobody was dropping back. They're all so comfortable at the front. But to see that change that happened right at the end, like, this is what we live for in cross country. We want to see those thrilling matchups, and they delivered.
Yeah, to play off your point a bit, you don't really see these athletes have just been so dominant in their regions in the races that they've been running all year that they've never really been tested a lot of the time. And so they're not used to running with other athletes of their caliber. And it's something different for them. And really cool really fun race to watch. Kudos to Jalen Williams for going for it and leaving it all out there, and really, it's a real gutsy run out there. But very, very exciting. Both races were super fun, lived up to all the hype that NXN gets. It's the biggest race of the year for a reason, and both races were super fun to call.
Definitely. And for Jalen, we need to tip our hats to her because she was the one that really made that last 2K what it was, incited the pickup and pace. And Jalen, I feel like she was kind of flying under the radar. I think in 2023, I believe she was 7th in this race. She finished in the top 10 as a sophomore. But then I think last year, maybe not her best day here. And this year, she wasn't even the top girl out of California. Because I think the flashy performances from Summer Wilson the last couple weeks kind of distracted us from how good Jalen was. And so seeing her make that move and have the confidence, and honestly, in these conditions against this field, that is true courage to do something like that and be that brave to make this race what it was. She ends up fading to 3rd. Blair Bartlett and Natasha Dudek overtake her over those terraces. But what a run for Jalen Williams, regardless.
You're absolutely right, Paul. The courage and the discipline and that resolute action you saw her take, that is going to pay off in the future. You take those big swings, you hold yourself to the fire. It takes a few times until you can make that move and hold it to the end. But I mean, she really was the protagonist today, so kudos.
And we didn't see any. No, one person did go down in that girls' race, right? But
I believe that was Avery Lowen, who still came back to finish 6th.
Oh wow, really, that's impressive.
The course is getting sloppy.
The course is getting progressively a bit worse.
So sorry to the pros, because
the pros will really come out here and rip it up even more.
Stuff.
Because there's still a lot of racing
6
to do
races
here.
to go
6
today.
more races.
We're only a quarter of the way through.
Woo! Don't want to be the last people coming through the course today. That's for sure.
I think it's the U20.
They go 2Ks, 10Ks, and then U20 races.
Yeah, those U20s it's going to be pretty chopped up for them out there, but really good day so far.
Yeah, and Blair Bartlett finishing 2nd. I think this beats playing tennis in the fall for her. And she's a junior, so she'll be back at this meet next year. To see her and Natasha go head-to-head again next year, throwing Avery Lowen in the mix, who finished 6th. And in 9th place, I believe Brianna Riley is an 8th grader.
Whoa.
An 8th, I believe she's from South Dakota. I'm pretty sure we just had an 8th grader finish 9th at NXN in one of the most stacked years we've ever seen. So that is absolutely incredible.
I didn't even know 8th graders were able to.
They can.
I thought it was just a high school thing.
Well, if you're good enough.
Eric was not good enough in 8th grade.
Very, very impressive. 8th grader coming in top 10. Super impressive. It would be exciting to watch her in the future.
We say this again and again, but this, in a lot of cases, is the birthplace of the best runners in the U.S. You come through these systems and you're able to handle so much pressure as a teen. That can set up for massive success. And I'm sure we're seeing just the beginning of what these girls are capable of and what these boys are capable of.
Definitely. And let's talk a little bit more about that team race now. Wyzetta, Maddie Gullickson, an NC State commit, finishes 7th. And, she was the NXR Heartland champion. She was talked about kind of in contention for the individual title for this one. She went up there with that lead pack of Blair, Natasha, and Jalen at the beginning, and then held on to be that low stick for her team to lead Wyzetta to their first national title since 2013.
Wow. That's a great stat.
Thank you.
That's a great stat.
Thank you.
No, I think what's so exciting about this race in particular is the individual race is so highly anticipated, but it just takes time to wait. I mean, we saw such a close finish between Wyzetta and Niwot, and it was anybody's race, and we're all gathered around the finish line, doing the math, waiting for the results to pop up on the scoreboard, and it takes all racers on the day to show up and get the job done, and that's very hard to do. It's hard to come in as the heavy favorite and actually make it happen. It's easy to say we want to win. It's harder to make it happen.
Yeah, and this is what's so fun about cross country is that it really is a team sport. Every runner matters. 5 points, very close call. Niwot almost swept. When was the last time a school won the girls and boys race?
I don't have that stat.
Eric,
I mean,
I don't have my computer
yeah,
with me. I can't
I'm
look
like-
it up right now.
I'm like, I got questions.
Yeah.
Really cool to see Wayzata hold on. Five. I was about to ask another question, but we probably don't know that. I'm like, what's the close? This is really close. 5 points.
Yeah. I believe it was 142 for Wayzata, 147 for Niwot at the end. And for Niwot, like a tip of the hat to Addie Ritzenheim. Not her. It's so hard. We'll see how Natasha Dudek kind of handles the pressure and expectations now that come with winning this race as a sophomore. That's something Addie experienced. And this year, you know, maybe on paper the results maybe weren't her best season, but she still comes through leading her team onto the national podium and capping off one of the greatest careers in the history of this meet that we've seen.
You know, it's challenging when you have so much pressure and so much expectation, but the beauty of cross country is that it is a team sport. So she gets to have that redemption to come with her team, and we don't really talk about the Niwot girls ahead of this race, but here we go. She has an opportunity to really make an impact here.
Yeah, Union Catholic finishes third, I believe. The Northeast Regional champions, led by I believe their top scorer was a really strong run from Paige Shepard. And then we had Lone Peak, who was one of the co-favorites with Wayzata, coming in. They finish fourth. And South Denver, not exactly sure what high school that is, but South Denver XC takes that fifth spot. So Colorado, 2 teams in the top 5. And now, your 2025 NXN Girls Champion, Natasha Dudek of Ann Arbor Pioneer in Michigan. Natasha, how do you feel right now?
I'm still overwhelmed with the emotions. I'm shocked. I'm just so grateful to be here and so happy that the day ended up that well.
You look relatively clean for that fall you took at the end. How'd that feel? I mean, you finish on empty?
Yeah,
Okay.
line, Paul.
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the finish, I was just completely just dead. So I just fell on the ground because I was just so happy and so glad to be done and everything.
You really had to persevere in this race. You've been so dominant all year. You haven't faced much competition. How did you stay engaged in the last 2K when Jalen Williams made that big move? What were you telling yourself to keep going?
I really just was telling myself, like, I cannot give up at all. I have to keep on pushing. And Blair, especially, and Jalen, they helped me really stick with them the last 2K. And then coming up on those terraces, I knew it'd be tough, but those steep hills are always just a couple of steps up. So I knew that after those, you just have to sprint.
Was there a point where you thought that the gap that Jalen got might be a little bit too big?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it all just came together right at those terraces. I had no idea. I just really wanted to keep my spot in the race the whole time. And then, yeah, like I said, just coming up there, it all came together. So I'm really blessed and happy.
When Jalen kind of opened up that gap, were you able to, was there any conversation between you and Blair as you were running, or was it too gassed to talk at that point?
I feel like when Blair and Jalen kind of passed me, I was kind of discouraged or something like that. But definitely, I really just wanted to stick with them, and they're amazing, amazing girls. So yeah, I just really wanted to be up there with them, and then Blair and I just kind of raced it out to the terraces and then finished strong.
To have this kind of resilience as just a sophomore, it's really exciting as a fan of the sport. Are you looking forward to the next couple of years? Does this give you a little pressure, or are you excited to be the big dog on campus?
I feel like it definitely will bring some pressure on in the next couple of years, but every year is different, and I'm so happy to be out here today and win. And yeah, I'm just gonna try my hardest these next couple of years.
All right, let's check this out. We've got the end of your race. Looks like we're coming up with maybe 500 meters to go. You're still a little far back here. Walk us through. What are you seeing? What do you remember from this part of the course?
felt like it was really like the end was coming really fast, really close, and I knew that everybody in this race was in the same boat, so everybody was hurting. And up here, I saw that somehow we just came together at the end, and then
You were doing such a good job closing that gap, getting closer and closer to Jalen. Was that momentum coming and the excitement of the terraces? You felt like, oh my God, I'm about to do this. I can really get this title right now.
Yes, definitely. I mean, those last few feet, they really just motivated me and pushed me as hard as I can. And I'm really just still shocked that I was able to do it.
All right, here's the moment. You're coming up to the finish line. How did you feel in this moment as you're crossing?
I was so grateful to be out here today, and I was just so happy that I could finish as fast as I could. It was definitely a sprint to get to the finish.
I think it didn't look like you really looked back at all in that home stretch. Was there a point in the race, was there any point before the finish line where you felt good about winning, or was it you didn't know you had it in the bag until you actually broke that tape?
I feel like coming into the race, I wanted to go in with some confidence, but I definitely did not know that I was going to do so well, and I feel like the win just really came in the last few hundred meters.
I know you've had some races this year where you ran pretty significantly faster than you ran today, but is this by far the hardest race of your season?
I think so. I mean, this race is just a grind, but yeah, I'm happy that I could come out here and battle the way through.
After closing out, you have something, Aisha?
Keep going.
After closing out this meet, now looking ahead to the spring, like what do your goals look like for the track season? Now you'll be carrying the mantle of national champion into those indoor and outdoor seasons.
I feel like cross country and track are obviously pretty different, but I love both. So I feel like starting out indoor and outdoor, I just want to get some PRs. That'd be amazing. See where I'm at in the other faster events, and use that information to really keep on going.
Definitely. Well, Natasha, congratulations again, and thank you so much for finding some time to talk to us. And enjoy the celebration tonight because you earned it.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Now we
I can take this
should
from you.
have
Yeah, thank you.
the Wayzata girls coming in here soon. Just the fact that she's just a sophomore and just ran that race to win is so
Bananas.
ridiculously impressive.
Also, her perspective is like that of a veteran. The way that she's speaking about her race and the way that she's able to articulate what it takes to really get the job done and to stay in it when you know, as a spectator you think this thing is over, but her ability to just hang in there, hang tough, and really make a move on the toughest part of the course, that's exciting.
That was a great interview. You could like really feel just like how happy she was. Like really, really cool moment to be a part of. She was like still trying to process it as we were talking to her.
I mean, especially as a sophomore, like she's just coming into her own as a sport. I'm sure in a way you want to win, but you've never been in this position before. You've never been contending to the win, so I'm sure it's shocking in a sense to say like, oh, I actually just won in a really loaded field.
Yeah, it's like obviously you think about these races before and you go like, yes, I'm dreaming of winning, but to actually come out and make it happen, a lot of times it's you're like, oh, I don't know. Sometimes you have like a little bit of an imposter syndrome. You're like, yeah, I want to win, but really, am I able to? All these athletes are so good, so dominant that to actually do it's a whole other thing. And to do it as a sophomore,
yeah,
unbelievably impressive.
And there's got to be part of it that feels good. Like when she talked about seeing the course and knowing that the terraces are where things could change, like having the race play out according to plan must have felt pretty good.
Yeah.
We've got the Wayzata girls coming in here, so they'll be joining us in just a second. The 2025 national team champions with 142 points in a tight battle with Niwot. It was, I mean, they executed. They came in as one of the favorites, and they got the job done, even when looks like we had some
We've
surprises.
got one athlete who's being delivered.
Carried and delivered. Definitely.
Finish on empty.
Yeah.
Finish on empty.
Everything-
That's what it looks like
yeah, the
they
tank is
did.
empty. All right, Wyzetta.
So we'll bring in
girls, come on
Wyzetta,
over.
the
Come
national
on over.
champions out of Minnesota, the Wyzetta girls.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know it took a while, I think, for the results to get finalized. It was a 5 points between you guys and Niwot, but when you see the results come up, you take the win, and then you have that moment on the podium. How special was that?
It was so special. It was really surreal. We were all waiting for those results to come in and waiting for it to be official. We knew that it was something that we could do, but just coming out here and showing what Minnesota is made of and repping our school with all of our best friends is awesome.
Okay, Minnesota tough is definitely a thing. Do you think running in harsh conditions, and I mean, I've run a lot in Wyzetta, there's not a flat run. There's a lot of hills out there. Do you think that played to your advantage?
I think it definitely played to our advantage. Like, we run through like snow, ice, like winds, so many hills and stuff like that. So when we came here, we were like, oh, this is nothing that we can't handle. Like, we've seen puddles before. Most of us have run through mud before and stuff. We've been here, so it was really cool to just come here again, just get gritty and get the championship.
Do you guys wish the weather would have been worse today to give you guys even more of an advantage there?
I think that, I mean, obviously it could have been worse and we still would have given it our all, but it definitely was a great day for us and it was our conditions. I mean, back home it's been freezing cold and we've been trying to do stuff on like treadmills and I don't know, we come from a hard place, so it's really refreshing to run in the nice weather.
What was the race strategy today? Did the race kind of play out like you guys thought it might?
I can go. Yeah, we all just wanted to, we knew where we wanted to go in the race. We all had girls that we would run with, and we kind of have cues and signals for if we're struggling in a race, helping each other out. And so really just getting out there in our spot in the race, like dropping a pin, you should be around here in your first mile, and then just racing for each other, really getting gritty and believing in ourselves and our teammate through that last mile and just giving it our all at the end.
How fun is it that cross country is a team sport? Are you really close as a team?
I'd say we're all really close. Before NXR, we all had a circle saying how much we're going to miss each other and how when we go to college, we're all going to stay together and we're going to stay connected with Allie, and we're all just going to miss each other. Our team is like a family, so it's really special.
Yeah, looking back at this race last year, you guys were a top 10 team with a lot, like not a lot of seniors. A lot of you guys are returning. So coming into this year, knowing like you would be returning a lot of the same girls, you guys would be better. Like, what were your goals coming into this season? Could you guys picture a moment like this?
I think we definitely were picturing a moment like this, like the entire time, like just coming here on the airplane, in the hotel room, we were all just like visualizing like what our goals were, because like what you visualize, like it becomes real. Like you have to believe in yourself for it to actually happen, and I think that's what we do best.
And Maddie, you finished 7th today, and this race was a lot of the top individual girls were racing as individuals, but knowing you were racing to give your team the lowest stick possible, how significant was that for you in your race today?
It was definitely a huge motivator for me today. I couldn't have done what I did knowing that, or being here as an individual, just having my team here and running for them and with them was super special, and knowing that I could be a good low stick for them was an extra motivator for me, so it was super cool to do it for them and race for something bigger than myself.
It was close. Were you guys stressed waiting for the results?
Yeah, a little bit. I was waiting for everybody to come in, and it's definitely stressful because I believed in our team and I really knew that we could do it, but you really don't know what the result's going to be until you see them come through. So it was super cool when I finally heard the announcement that it was official, and just such a surreal moment. We all looked at each other and it was super special.
Did you guys have any idea it was that close during the race, or was it you did? Yeah. Yeah.
I would say, like, I definitely heard other coaches yelling at, like, Union Catholic and Lone Peak that they were doing really well, and I was like, we got to go, and I could see them in front of me, and even, like, our family members, our coaches were all out there giving us updates, and it really helped to know, like, what we had to do to win.
Yeah. Yep, I also heard, like, Lone Peak and some other teams, and they were like, you're tied for first, you got to kick, and it really encouraged me a lot.
Yeah.
Wyzetta, you guys won this race way back in 2013. Had you guys heard it all from that team coming into this one? Like, what does it mean to see Wyzetta back on top of this podium?
I have a little bit of contact with like some of the girls. A lot of them are World Cup skiers now, so I'm a skier mainly, but I get to talk to them a little bit. And I think coming into the season, like I knew we could do something like they did, and so I kind of asked them about it, and I don't know, I knew we could do it because we're really gritty and we're all amazing athletes.
Was there any like specific piece of advice they gave you that kind of stands out?
I don't know. I just kind of asked them about like their training and stuff, and it was a lot different because I mean that was like over 10 years ago, so a lot of things have changed. But I kind of took what they said and I changed it to our team.
Incredible day.
Yeah,
I
really
hope you
great.
all feel so proud of yourselves. Are we going to the luau tonight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Time to luau. Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Great job.
Great
Really
race.
fun.
Go Trojans!
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll go into our men's race coverage. We have interviews with the Niwot boys and your individual champion, Jackson Spencer, as well as a breakdown of that boys' title race. So we'll head to that as soon as we can. What a day for YZ. That's really interesting that they said that the other team is like all like cross-country skiers.
Yeah, throw to the boys.
All right, so we're getting the call. We're going to the boys now. Interviews with the Niwot boys, the lowest boys team score in meet history, and from Harriman, individual champion Jackson Spencer.
I already did get Quinn. Just pull these down.
Good. All right, we're here with the Niwot boys, back-to-back NXN champions. This year, 61 points, the lowest in meet history. Gentlemen, what are the emotions like right now? How are we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of the best feelings I think I've ever had, and I'm so grateful for this team. I'm grateful that God has blessed to be able to do this, and wow, no words can describe it. It's just an amazing feeling in general.
Oh yeah, we're ecstatic. It's so cool to see how like this is our last race for most of us, and so yeah, it's just so fun to cap off our season like this and cap off our high school careers really.
Yeah, I would say a little sad because it's the last time with a bunch of these guys, so we're going off to college and stuff, so a little sad.
So you guys now know that you're the best team that's ever run NXN, right? How do you guys get to this level? Like, is it the fun that you're having? I've seen you at practice in Niwot having a good time. Is it the level that you bring out of each other? What's the X factor for Niwot?
I'd say that we have so much fun at our all of our practices, and we're all just like super close together. And I'd say a big part for us is many of us are really rooted in our faith, and so just our belief in God and our trust in Him just helps us to kind of stay focused and not let all the energy and stuff get to our heads and what other people are saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd say. Faith leads us, but it's also that team culture that we build through that, and you know, team culture is what makes and gets this stuff, so have fun with it and enjoy everything that happens and comes to you, whether it's good or bad.
What was the race strategy going in today? Did it kind of play out how you guys thought it would today?
I'd say it was a little different because we've been here 2 years before, and both of the years it was like really muddy and rainy, and it was muddy today too, but we just wanted to get out strong and like maintain our positions. But we've raced here before, and so we kind of knew that you can't really predict anything that's going to happen in the race, and it's super just unpredictable.
Yeah, it's a really unpredictable day, and I mean, we were going to come out here just try and get to that front because we knew that mud may be a little bit sluggish and make it hard to progress. But yeah, just being flexible with our plan was definitely the main thing, and just looking for each other and trying to run together.
Can you guys talk about, I guess, the last couple days since you guys got to Portland? You know you guys are the ones with the targets on your back as the defending champions. A lot of you guys are back from that team last year and got better. Like, what was, I guess, the mindset for you guys leading into this meet? And how did you like lean into the pressure? Did you guys try and just ignore it? Like, what was kind of the conversations between you all, like, mentally coming into this?
I'd say we mostly ignored it. We just didn't let it get to us, and we also just like tried to focus on having fun and like just messing around and stuff, and because it just helps keep our mind off of it.
Yeah, I think like when we think about this race or anything like that, we're thinking about, you know, getting the gear and like hanging out. We're not really thinking about the race too much, and we know we can't control the result. We can just go do our best, so yeah.
Yeah, I think we just welcome it. It's like, in the end, it's all talk and it doesn't affect us. It's just, who really cares?
Lowest, so like we said, lowest best score in NX in history. Was that something you guys had thought about as a possibility, or is it just let's get the win and anything else is just a cherry on top?
I'd say we definitely thought about it, and our main goal was just to win, but we knew that it was a possibility to get that team record, and yeah, we're super happy with it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, the whole goal was to win, and that was just a cherry on top, and I'm grateful that we have that and that now we are in the books like that.
What did it feel like when your fifth guy came across the line? Did you guys know immediately that you had won, or were you doing some mental math? Where were we? Who figured it out?
I mean, I was our fifth, and so I was like a little worried because I didn't know if like where my teammates were, but I think that you guys had a better idea of if one of you guys wanted to talk on that.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about that?
Sure. I'd say like it's NXN, so anything can happen. So I was like looking at the scoreboard back there. I was like, oh, come on. And then I saw Niwa go to the top, and that was just, I got excited, and it was an awesome moment for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Quinn and Hunter, 5-6 for you guys. Hunter, it was a little, I think you were in 58th at 1K. So it was like a little slower start for you where Quinn was kind of towards the front the whole time. But I guess how helpful is it to, as part of this team, you have someone that is there, you guys can be in that front pack pushing towards the end. Like what's the kind of relationship between you guys look like during the race?
Yeah, I'd say like we just push each other to be better. I feel like I saw him with like 500 to go, and I was like, all right, just try to stay on Quinn. And so he pushed me to be faster, and I really appreciate like him and all my teammates. Like I couldn't ask for a better teammate.
Yeah, to talk on that, I think the first time I saw him was back at that hill over there somewhere before you hit that lollipop. And I think I was actually fading off the front back while he was building up to him. And so I think just like our different race tactics, I think they work really well together. I normally try and start up front and I kind of die in the middle while he kind of progresses. So getting to see each other and build off each other, I think is such an amazing thing. And I mean, I'll always be grateful to have him as my teammate. I'm grateful to have all these boys as my teammate, and just, yeah, it's amazing.
Jude, you're a freshman. What does it feel like to now carry the legacy after these guys graduate?
It's awesome. Like, I've been watching these guys race for 3 years, and I just couldn't wait to be a part of the team. Now that I get to be a part of it and be probably the best team in history, it's just awesome to like get to experience that.
Yeah, for that senior class, your last race with these guys, like, I guess for those of you that are going to be graduating, what are like the biggest lasting memories you're going to have of this team, this 2025 NIWAT team?
Yeah, I'm not a senior. I'm not a senior.
Oh, sorry. I'd say one of my favorite memories with this team was we do a camp, or it's like we go to like an altitude camp in the mountains in the winter, and every year there's like a memorable moment, and so like it's just so fun. Like the whole trip is memorable. Like we stay up super late at night and get like no sleep.
Don't tell Kelly.
Yeah.
Hope he's not watching.
Hey,
yeah.
it's working.
And then we do like big runs and like up mountains, and I just love doing that. Like I feel like it's so fun. Yeah, so that's definitely like one of my favorite memories with the team.
I'd say for the seniors specifically, we went up to Hunter's grandma has a cabin in the mountains, and we went up there this summer, and just us four, and just had a really good time there. Just messed with each other, and that was just super fun, and it's something I'll never forget. And then running specific, I'd say for me, our sophomore season, making it to NXN, because we were the 4th team and we got the at-large bid. And we had no idea that we would make it, and so just hearing that news was like, we didn't really expect it at all, and so it was great.
Yeah, I would say just, when we're at team camp or something like that, someone's freaking out over poker or something like that, or Hunter's flipping people off their paddle boards. Yeah. There's just always some shenanigans, so it's probably something like that.
Yeah, and to add on to that, just like I feel like being a part of this team has made me really enjoy the process of running and enjoy the process of getting better, and especially when it's for something bigger than myself and everything like that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys.
Great job,
What an
guys.
incredible
Yeah.
performance. I hope you're all
History.
so proud of yourselves.
Thank you so much.
What's the celebration look like tonight?
Ooh.
After party.
Yeah, we're
We're running the after party.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
You guys got outfits? We ready for the luau?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Congrats,
guys.
Thank you so much.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Have fun at the luau.
Hey guys, grab your towels.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, they don't need them? Okay. Do you want them?
Yeah, I like them. They look cool.
Yeah.
I want one.
Take a towel.
Thank you.
Yeah. You pass them around.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks
More
guys.
guys. The champ.
Jackson.
Next. We're still going. Here we go.
Great job, man.
Take that one. There you go.
Nice to meet you, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
It was qualifiers for the first NXN in 2004, and now qualifiers each of the last
All right.
four.
Wait, let's straighten out.
There we go.
Which camera? This one?
Either
Or
one.
this? Okay.
Yeah, you can look at us.
Okay, yeah, it's this one. I see. Oh, I'll talk to you guys. Well, yeah, that's the.
We're friendly. All right. Harriman Senior Jackson Spencer, the new NXN champion. Hearing that, I know it's pretty new. How does that sound?
It sounds so crazy. Like, I honestly am so happy that I've been able to pull off this season, and I'm glad that I was able to end it on a high note. So.
You've called it early. You know, you've said that this is your goal. How does it feel to go through the process of calling your shot and making it happen? How did you make it happen today?
I mean, I just took the opportunity to believe in myself and believe in my Heavenly Father and just believe in everything that's good to me. So I've been able to help everyone to show everyone who's helped me that it was worthwhile. So I'm really happy about it.
That's wonderful.
Did the race kind of play out today how you thought it would? What was the game plan, the strategy going into this today?
It was definitely it was between me doing like the sit back and kick thing or just the blow it out of the water and go thing.
Two very different strategies.
Yes, very different. But yeah, those are both my strengths, and I was fine with picking either one. But yeah, I figured the second the race got out, I wasn't able to get a great I was in like 20th at the start of the race. So at that point, I was just like, okay, you might as well just sit and let the race play out in front of you and just see what happens. But yeah, I'm really happy that it was able to I'm glad it was able to go that way. But yeah, I wasn't really. It was hard even with sitting back in the pack, which it hasn't been yet. So
how was the course out there? Was it tough to get footing and make moves with how soft and wet it was?
Yeah, it was. I mean, honestly, I thought it wasn't. I mean, the course run through was incredibly muddy.
Yes.
So I was hoping the course would be a little bit better, and it was. It was better than the muddy the course run through. So, but yes, it was definitely still super hard to get footing, super hard to make moves. Like I tried to make a move about 1,200 out right before the lollipop for the second time around, and I mean I think I did. I was able to gap most people, but yeah, people like Caden Leonard and Johannes, they all stuck on me, and I was like, okay, this is the end game. And then yeah, with those terraces, it had a lot. That was probably the best footing of the race, so I used that opportunity to just go hard and get after it. So yeah.
Yeah. So we got a race replay here.
I think this is about 800 to go.
Yeah, it looks like a little past 4K. So this is where it had kind of thinned out completely to you, Johannes and Caden. Knowing you had that talented duo behind you, was there ever a moment after you made the move where you were like, I might have went a little too early, or were you pretty confident the whole way?
I was a little. I didn't notice that Johannes was there, honestly, like because he just sat a little bit behind. Probably he was holding straight, perfect to his strategy, which I'm really proud of him for. But I was worried about Caden. Like he was next to me, he was looking good, looking strong. I was like, is he gonna be able to sit and kick on me? So and then yeah, with about 400 to go, we came up to the terraces, and I was like, I have to go now. I have to just go, Jackson. Go, Jackson.
So
go,
at this
Jackson.
point, do you have you got another gear in you? Are you
Yes,
waiting? You're waiting. You're patient.
I was ramping it up, and then I let my final gear drop on the terraces.
And I will say, I talked to Johannes a couple weeks ago, and he told me after NXR Southwest, his plan was to just sit on you the entire time. So I was watching the race play out, and I'm like, this is playing exactly into Johannes's hands.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Did you feel like you had a little bit that you were kind of the favorite and had a little bit of pressure on you coming into this race?
I knew that I had most likely had the best kick in the field, other than someone like maybe Quentin Nauman. But yeah, like I was going into this knowing that if I was there with 400 to go, I would most likely take it. So yeah.
This moment here, breaking the tape. You take a little look back so you know you've got it, and then lift your hands up.
It was just a moment of like happiness and ecstasy for me. Just seeing my whole season close out with a bang, you know, like my whole in-country season. Or I guess I still got the other race yet. So, but yeah, this race was like the main one, and I'm really happy that I was able to. Everything that I've seen, like I saw Nico, like when I was little, I saw Nico Young do it. I saw like Liam Anderson do it. I saw all those guys do it, like Aaron Solomon, everyone. Like I'm just super happy that I was able to
add your name to
I get to add my name to that list. And I had my moment just like all of them. So I'm really happy.
And on that list, recently, I think 5 of the last 9 have been BYU guys.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, that it's not just the NXN champion list, but it's also eventually representing BYU on this stage like that?
I'm really happy to up BYU's like bragging rights, honestly. Like I'm just really happy to be part of that. I'm really happy. Like the last 2 NXN champions have been committed to BYU, Charlie Voss and then myself. I really like Charlie. He's a great stand-up guy. So I'm really happy that all of us we were able to do it. And yeah, it's really cool. It's just cool to me to show BYU.
Did you hear anything from like Casey or Aiden like leading into this one? Like they give you any words of advice?
Not really. Like Connor I was trying to see the whole yesterday. I was trying to find Connor Mance. He left like 10 minutes after he arrived, so I was like, oh man, I never got to see him.
Places to be.
But then I was like, you know what? I'll be able to see him after the race if I win. So that's what I was hoping to do. So I did it for Connor. I did it for
mission accomplished.
Yeah. Did it for Worlds.
I think you got his attention.
You earned 10 minutes of his time.
Yeah.
Great job, man.
When we talked a couple weeks ago, you said this is the season of a lifetime, and now you're capping it off with this. And I think the winner of this race gets an automatic bid to the World Championships in the U20 race as well.
Yes, I've been told that.
So, like, how exciting is all the work you put in, all the wins you got in the regular season, finally culminating in this moment?
So happy. Like my goal, along with making it or winning NXN, was to make Worlds, and that's what I've just done. And I'm really happy to see what I can do on the world stage, competing with all those U20 winners. And I don't know how I'll do with them, but I'm excited to compete. So it's going to be really cool.
You have to
represent USA.
Training in the altitude, in the mountains in Utah, you'll fare pretty well against the world competition.
I know. I don't know how coach is going to train me, because this is unprecedented territory for him and myself. So, but I have my full faith in him, and he'll bring me to higher heights. So I'm really happy.
Let's give a quick shout out to the team. Harriman finishes 2nd. I saw Eli move from 53rd to 29th in that last K.
Eli Jarvis?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
To get you guys, he got you guys ahead of
he always does that.
2nd in the country for the team. Like, on top of your title, what does that mean to you?
I mean, honestly, I expect no less from that guy, EJ. He always makes his kick. He does it. He takes us from like he takes us from a losing position to a winning, or I guess second in this one position with 400 to go even. So I'm just really impressed with him, and I'm really happy with him being as good as he is. And then the rest of the team as well. We came into this team together, or we came into this season together as a team, and then we came out of this season as a second, like a podium finisher at NXN, which I'm really happy we were able to do.
Definitely will. Jackson, congratulations on the big win today, and now we're excited. I guess World Cross might kind of disrupt an indoor season, but we're excited to see what you do in the spring.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Thank you.
Big congratulations.
Thank you all.
See you in Tallahassee.
Yeah, see ya. See you in Tallahassee.
Great job, man.
Of course.
Nice work, Jackson.
Yeah, great job, great job.
Congrats. Seriously.
Thank you so much.
That was a fun race.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. All right, now do a little recap of the.
Oh, yeah.
Great job. Thank you.
Next,
All right, yeah,
Midwest
go.
Region individual.
So let's talk about that boys race. Jackson Spencer wins the team title. Jackson Spencer wins the individual title. Niwot takes the team title. Excellent this race. It was what we were waiting for all year, and literally no aspect of it disappointed.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. We just spoke with Jackson Spencer, and he had two plans. I'm either going to go out, I'm going to drill it from the front, or I'm going to sit and kick. All the athletes got out so fast. I think the conditions of having it be so wet and sloppy, everybody had the same plan. Like, I don't want to be the last guy after everybody comes through the mud. Then the pace kind of settled in, and we saw a lot of different players come to the front.
Yeah, it was super exciting. This is my first time at NXN. The hype is real. You can see why it's so much fun. Everyone loves it. But yeah, like everybody, it really. So many aspects of this race lived up to the hype. You had your boy, Freeze.
My boy, Sean Freeze, blew the race open.
He really did make an honest effort of it, right? Was pushing it, he really strung it along. And then, like you mentioned, Spencer really did have there couldn't have been more different game plans. You either hammer from the front or sit and kick. I go, that doesn't narrow it down at all. But, I mean, it worked. Really ran a really savvy race, like waited, and about a K, maybe a mile to go, hits the front, drags it out a bit, and then kicks really hard. So there was elements of all the fun stuff you want in the race. The Niwot boys absolutely crushed it, dominated.
Absolutely dominant. The best boys team in history. We were so excited with Christian Brothers a few years ago, their dominance, and you see the names coming out of that high school and what they've done in the collegiate and the pro stage. And now we've got another team that is a legacy team. I'm so excited to see what comes out of the Niwot boys in the future.
Yeah, because you've been pretty high on Niwot.
Yeah, I mean, what's cool about Niwot is they open their track to all the professionals in Boulder, so those kids are exposed to
all their parents.
All of their parents.
Paul, yeah.
All their parents, all the pros in Boulder. So it's cool to see a team that's having so much fun and able to compete at the highest level we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, huge day for Niwot. Quinn Sullivan and Hunter Robbie go 5-6 for them. Jude Ritzenheim is a freshman. I believe he finished 40th. So really impressive day out of them, and also makes you think they aren't going to be done after this year either.
Could we see a three-peat?
I think they had two underclassmen. Quinn Sullivan's a junior. They had another junior, I think, finished 6th for them. So
4 seniors on the team.
They're returning a lot of good guys, though.
Also, guys, the sun's out.
The sun is out.
This is not what we were expecting.
Yeah, we were not expecting this. Yesterday was near hurricane. The course is completely sloppy from the weather. So having the sun in our eyes,
this is perfect.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That individual race, Jackson Spencer made his move, a little less than a mile to go to take the win. Johannes Van Meeren, the junior from Arizona, his first time there are a lot of experienced guys that finished in the top 5, but it's Johannes Van Meeren outkicks Caden Leonard to the line and finishes second.
At the very line. I mean, I thought Caden had it. I thought Caden had second, but here comes Johannes with an incredible explosive move at the end. This is what you want to see in cross country. Like, it's not over till you cross the line.
Yeah, I think maybe Caden Leonard's coach is going to say, run through the line. Caden, he's like, you almost had it. Next time, run through the line. It was, like we talked about the battle of all these really, really talented, undefeated individual athletes lived up to all the expectations and all the talk. But yeah, really, really exciting. Jackson Spencer absolutely crushed it.
For Johannes, taking second as a junior, his freshman year, he says he was running 5 to 10 miles a week. So he really only started seriously running in the summer of 2024. He says after watching Quincy Wilson in the Paris Olympics. So Quincy's already inspiring the next generation, even if they're just a year younger than him. But it's exciting to think about where we can see Johannes again on this course next fall, because this is his first experience at a meet this big. He was third at NXR Southwest and improves that spot at the National.
Yeah, I think he's for sure going to be one of the heavy favorites next year if he stays healthy, stays consistent. You come from this meet and you just gain so much experience and confidence to come back, run it again. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what he can do with more and more training.
It's a big stage. It's a high pressure situation. This is not a normal high school cross country meet. There's jumbotrons. There's a bunch of pro athletes.
There's an opening
Olympic gold
ceremony
medalists.
2 days before.
Yeah.
There's so much hype around this. So for him to come in for the first time ever and be second speaks to his ability to handle the pressure, handle the excitement, and come out and get the job done.
Caden Leonard of Carroll takes third. He finishes third for the second year in a row, and it's he would have liked to be able to outrun Jackson on that final home stretch and take the win. But this is a guy who was cross training all summer after a stress fracture he suffered at the end of the track season. So his training was just very disjointed. Started his season in the Texas high school postseason in, I think, late September, early October. So for what he's been able to do with that kind of truncated build-up to this one is still really impressive. And then I believe it was Marcelo Manticon of Belen Jesuit in Miami, finishes fourth. He's a junior, but it's his fourth year at this meet because I believe he was 68th as an 8th grader.
Yes.
So it's going to be super exciting to see him versus Johannes on this stage again next year. Sean Fries, I think, ended up finishing 7th. But that top 10 was just such a good race. Like we said, Quinn Sullivan, Hunter Robbie, 5-6, and absolutely incredible race. Sean Fries 7th, Jaden Warner 8th, Paul Van Lanningham 9th, and Jack McGovern rounding out that top 10.
When you think about NXN, and they were playing the historical races of the past winners and the past podiums, I mean, this is the future of American running, the top 10 at this race.
Yeah, because, you kind of heard Jackson Spencer talking about it. You'd say, in years past, you'd be watching Casey Klinger win this. You watched all these greats win it, and it really does. You're able to add your name to the list of legends of the sport. It is, like you said, the future of distance running.
Definitely. What a race from the boys today. Jackson Spencer takes the individual title, leading Harriman to a second-place team finish. But like we said, it's those Niwot boys back-to-back, and this year the best team in NXN history. And we're back. Thank you to Jackson and the Niwot boys for taking some time to do those interviews with us. And that about does it for this show, guys. What a day here in Glendoveer. We're still going. The U.S. men's 10K is going on right now. So after you're done watching this, hop back to NikeCrossNationals.com. Final takeaways from an excellent, amazing, exciting 20th edition of NXN.
The future of American distance running is strong. We saw incredible performances up and down the board to as young as 8th graders really coming here, showing out. Cross country is alive and well.
Yeah, great races, both on the girls and the boys side. Very great battles for the team titles. Yeah, just super fun, and really glad to be a part of this.
Yeah, huge congratulations to Jackson Spencer, the Niwot boys, for winning the national titles in the boys race, Natasha Dudek and Wyzetta in the girls race, for Paul Hoff-Mahoney, Eric Jenkins, and Aisha Protlier. This has been CITIUS MAG's coverage of the 2025 Nike Cross Nationals, and we'll see you next time.